what has he gained from doing that, apart from embarrassing himself? I just think it's really, really low class.
Do you think a police officer or protection officer should have hooked him and taken him out of the crowd or not?
That was heckling. Whatever anyone says, I just watched it myself. It's fact. That was heckling. To be shouting out at the king like that, I just think is really low class, and I think he should have been removed.
Do you?
Yeah, I do think he should have been removed.
And then there's, of course, the argument that we've heard from both your co-panellists about, freedom of speech, and we are free to say things that people might not want to hear.
You do, but not shout and scream at someone.
We're allowed to shout and scream, I think, aren't we?
But if you're in a cinema and you start shouting and screaming, do you think eventually you'd be removed by security? Yeah, you would.
I think that's a very different environment.
There's a time and a place.
I think the optics, if they had dragged that man out for asking fairly reasonable questions...
He wasn't asking questions, he was shouting.
Well, he was trying to make himself heard. I don't think it was a tone that should be anywhere near being removed. That would have looked awful.
Did you just not watch it?
Yeah, of course I did.
I think we must have watched two different things.
No, and I said I felt a level of sympathy for him, and I don't think he's ever going to reply. But I think if the police had come and dragged that man away, that would have looked authoritarian.
I didn't say drag him away, I just said remove him.
But then we're in an authoritarian state where you can't even say things that everybody is saying daily in the papers. He's not in a cinema, he's not in a theatre, he's not in the cathedral itself. He's on a line, and also people will say things. We're a Punch and Judy nation. We're people that have always said things in the public domain to people. We shouldn't be afraid to say things. I would never do it. And I do, as you say, Gemma, feel for Prince Charles because it's very, very, very awkward and cringeworthy. But these are questions that he's not answering.